Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rams will put it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Pass to the left. At the 35, he's open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. With the catch, it's Johnson. Across the 25, he's got room. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Powers through the defender. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Man, that was a... run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Curry. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got a man. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these defenders shedding blocks and then getting hats to the football. It's impressive.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Takes his shot. He's open on the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
It's complete to the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The Huskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husker!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Curry. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes a connection. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dupree. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try the right side. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sings it complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Cornhuskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the pressure. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Curry. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Gonna look downfield again. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a man. It's Curry. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish it off with a little trickery. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want it.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Curry. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Finds a man on the left. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Got some room into the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Avant. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
That's caught. It's Ross. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Out of the gun, the inside give. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it. Down at the 23. It's 4th down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rams will punt this one away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun, the ground game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskers!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. It's Lanier. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Lanier. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Rams with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. It's Dupree. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Rams are on the move. Dropping back, it's Curry. Under fire. Got it behind the line. It's Dupree. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fires to the middle. Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The field goal is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for a crease. It's Dupree. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Might as well give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Can't get him to the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on 3rd down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers. You hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are. They pick up the first down, and they kept the defense on their heels.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground with the back. Showing off the arm. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Trying to beat him to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. They'll run the toss. Fights off the defender. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke one tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Parker. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Cornhuskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space. It's Parker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. So now it's 2nd and long. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. give to the running back. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.